Hello and welcome to Bullets29 Gaming. My name is Bullets29, and we are going to be testing out some stuff here on our channel. We're going to be showing you a new thing. One of the things that a lot of people have actually asked me to do for a while now is to write a story. So I've been doing D&D now for a while now, and I've been mostly been doing DM stuff. There's been a couple of times where I've actually been a member and actually have done sessions. But a lot of people like how I DM. So what we're going to end up doing is we're actually going to be writing a book. We're actually in the process of writing a book. It's called The Sacred Order. It's based off the journey of the Order of the Wolf. Now, for those of you who have watched my stream, this is actually based off of this. It's based off of the storyline. It's supposed to take place of the First Order, which actually, for those of you who have watched, who've actually watched their D&D sessions, will understand what it is. I don't want to tell all of it, but Scarlet, one of the main characters one of the main characters in our D&D sessions, is actually going to be somebody that she knows who is part of the Sacred Order, which was the First Order that took place. So I don't want to give too much. I don't want to spoil too much if you haven't watched it yet, so I'm not going to give that away yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump over here in just a second. As always, I do got to shout out to our sponsors. Rogue Energy is one of our first sponsors. It has 60 different kind of flavors of energy drinks. You can get 15% off your purchase, 10 to 15% off your purchase if you use Bullets29 in the promo code. Starting packs start about $21.99. If you take it, put the code in, that'll pretty much take care of the shipping for you. So you just pay the $21.99, something like that. It might be even less. W Energy is another sponsor that we have. W Energy does a really good job of partnering with smaller streamers. I'm currently sitting at 350 followers right now. I'm hopefully want to get up to 500 by the time the year ends. So I'm hoping to get to that point. But our last sponsor is AK Racing. AK Racing is a company that started off as a race car chair company and switched over to the game tables settings to provide more of an outreach to people who kind of like sitting in the race chair style chairs. Make sure you use Bullets29 in the promo codes for AK Racing as well as W Energy, and that way you get 15 to 20% off of your purchase if you do that. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on over to our main screen, which is going to be our live stream. There is nothing on it right now just because I don't want anything on there for the time being, that kind of stuff. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and read to you our book that we have. So bear with me while I get loaded up, and we'll be back here in just a second. All right, we got it back up and running. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump right into the book. So let's go ahead and get some background stuff. This kind of has a little bit of a... I want you to just close your eyes And imagine for a second the story of what's going to be involving of the Sacred Order. This story is actually taking place in a time period of where a certain somebody has made contact with someone else again after some time. And that's the whole point behind it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get right into it. In a town named Kruthia, the noises of the day can be heard all around. As the sun breaks through the clouds, rising up in the past of the horizon, cutting through the clouds of the night before, laughter of young children ring out across the town. As the start of the morning routines can be heard, the butcher, Tugar, starts his work on the orders that were placed the day before, while across the way the laundry worker, Milorn, can be seen shaking the linen out and getting ready for the day. Flags start to wave in the wind as the early morning breeze starts to blow. Colors of green and amber banners begin to dance in the wind as they start to get frailed out across the walls of the new day begins. Soldiers start to come out of the barracks as the morning rotation takes place, wearing bright silver armor, bearing the crest of a wolf with a rose within its mouth upon their chest. Within the streets, children can be seen kicking a ball around as they take the time to play before they begin their chores for the day. A young boy chases a ball as it rolls in front of him. The ball strikes a small old man sitting against a wall of a structure. The boy stops and looks at the old man as he grabs the ball and looks up at him.
Oh, hello there, child. How are you doing this fine morning?
Good morning, sir, the boy responded, with a look of hesitation and concern. What are you doing out here on the street? The old man looks at him with a gentle look upon his face as he says,
I'm always here. Have been for quite some time. You remind me of my son when he was your age.
The boy looks at the old man as a single tear begins to roll down his face. What was your son like? The boy stated.
Would you like to hear his story?
The boy looks at him, hesitant to answer the old man, as he was taught to always not to trust who he met in the streets by his parents. There were stories from before of children being taken away from their homes and interacting with people from the town. As the boy looks at the man, he slowly moves forward toward him. You get a feeling that the story that this man had was worth listening to. The boy sits down next to the old man as he takes a moment of silence. He looks upon a statue in the courtyard, the center of the town, before beginning.
Do you know who that is? What he's done?
He asks as he points to the statue in the courtyard. The boy looks with curiosity on his face as the looks and the chatter of those walking around him and staring at the two dissipate from his mind. The two of them look at the statue that stands in front of them, of a man holding a bow in one hand and a sword in another. He wears armor and a cape that flows in the wind. Behind him, a panther circles around him in a way of preparing to attack. He looks back at the old man and sees more tears fall down his face. The boy looks at him and notices the tears on his face, asks him, "Who is he?"
He was my son, and I loved him very much.
The old man tries to catch his breath as he speaks the words.
I won't tell you how he died, but I'll tell you how he lived.
The old man tells the boy to look closely at the statue, saying,
See there? Upon his cape, there's a seal of a sacred order that protected these lands and helped fight off an evil that had a grip on these realms.
The boy looks closely at the statue and notices a seal that holds the cape upon the man's shoulder. As he looks closely, he notices a wolf upon a seal. The seal that bears the same wolf enrolls upon the soldiers that now fill the streets and the towns among the city walls. Around his neck, a necklace of a precious stone wrapped in a metal leaf can be seen. Looking down toward the base of the statue, a plaque can be seen. At the base of the statue, flowers have been laid with candles.
He was a great man with a troubled past,
the man continues. As the old man continues, a woman and child can be seen approaching the statue, hand in hand. The child holds flowers, while the woman carries new candles to be laid. The child walks up to the statue and looks up and lays the flowers down upon the ground. The woman collects the candles that have been burnt out and the dead flowers that lay at the base. The woman, kneeling, puts her arm around the shoulder of the child. The child kneels down, looking at the plaque, and points, making eye contact with the woman.
He overcame so many trials, and though it may have been hard, he made friends and found love along the way.
The old man continues.
You see, it's the little things in life that matter the most, and the ones who help you along the way, making you stronger and a better person. Those are the people you want to keep close to your heart.
The boy looked back down at the old man, and within the old man's hands, a single flower was now grasped in his ever so delicate hands. The old man starts to get up from the ground, but struggles to find his balance and strength to do so. The boy, noticing this, jumps to his feet and helps the old man, and the two begin to walk toward the statue. They both reach the statue when the woman turns and looks the old man in the eyes. Candles drop from her hands as she stands in disbelief.
Draxus? Is that you?
The woman asks, kneeling down to the old man as she starts to shed a tear from her eyes.
It's been too long, Scarlet. Too long.
The boy and girl now look at each other, confused on what's happened, try to understand the situation. Scarlet, trying to find the words, asks Draxus.
I thought you were... No, my child. Only time has taken me away from us. Only time.
Draxus responds. With tear-filled eyes upon his face, Draxus slowly starts to move forward to the statue and lays the flowers down upon the others, finally resting his hand upon the plaque that reads, In memory of Thois and Kiara, guardians of the Order of the Wolf, protector of Crothia, and loving husband and princess to Princess Thea. May they rest in eternal peace. So I hope you enjoyed it. That is the book that I'm currently writing right now. We're almost done with the first part of the chapter 1. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you let me know what you think. I'm gonna post this on my Facebook too, for Bullets 29, as well as on YouTube as well. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel the story is gonna go. If you're interested in reading it, and go from there. So I hope you enjoyed what we did, what I'm showing you. And as always, thanks for tuning in. And I really appreciate you taking the time to bear with us as we expand a little bit more on the equipment that we have. I'm trying to get our equipment set up a little bit better. As always, thanks for tuning in. I just can't say it enough. I am just blown away by how fast we've grown and where we're currently at. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll see you on the next episode here on Bullets 29. Have a good night.